He's playing the best basketball of anybody in the league, and he'll match up with T-Mac.
Well, you look at his numbers, and they certainly would back up that statement. 27 points a game, over 9 rebounds, and over 4 assists a game. He's a big-time player who makes the big shot on a nightly basis.
Check him out here.
Paul Pierce, he shoots that three as well as anyone in the league. He's like a specialist three-point shooter, but he can also go to the rack and throw it down. Here's T-Mac for the Rockets. We know what he's capable of. There he is with the finger roll. Here he is with the straight-up jumper from deep in the parking lot, as you would say, Bill.
Well, you know, and that was the
play hard.
And tonight you're going to see a difference in age. Boy, what a difference, too, as the active age of the rosters here, 24 years, third youngest in the NBA. The Rockets, the oldest in the NBA. And look at Kendrick Perkins, a youngster who was playing in high school right up the road in Beaumont about 3 years ago. He was drafted #1. He'll be in that starting lineup for his 4th game in a row. He's 6'10", looking up at the 7'6" Yao Ming, and he's back home in Houston. So you know he had to spring for a lot of tickets tonight.
Oh, no doubt. I'm sure he's still looking for tickets. You can see Yao not fade away, take it to the basket and throw it down.
Pierce steps back, gets a little fake from McGrady, and he made it anyway. Wow. McGrady stayed right there on Paul's right side so he could mess with him a little bit, and he still didn't alter the
Paul
shot.
Pierce is an excellent three-point shooter with defense or without, Bill.
And for Pierce, that was his 24th three-pointer of the season. Was it a 2? McGrady puts up a 3, and he hits a 3.
I think they called it a long 2.
All right, I was watching Jimmy Clark. He had the 3 sign up to start with. And that's what he normally does. Against the Rockets, he just went nuts. He is a 46% free throw shooter. McGrady with a miss. And Boston will have it.
So you're saying he's coming down to earth.
Well, he just, you know, he averages about 10 points a game. He had 32 points against Houston, so what would you figure he'd score?
Career high.
Yep.
I wasn't there, of course, but in the highlights, it looked like he's wide open, playing by himself.
It was a good thing. They put a ball in.
You said it all, Bill, especially as he's getting up in age. I'm sure he'd much rather play the 2. Is that the same guy?
Same guy, and I'm going to tell you, he looked like the incarnation of Larry Bird the other night in Boston. There's a rebound by T-Mac. T-Mac going to try to take it up, goes back to Juwan. 15-footer, Juwan Howard. Good offensive rebound for T-Mac.
Come on, Tony, it's a forearm in his back.
Tracy was 1 for 9 in that Memphis game to start the game. Now he steals it. He's 1 for 4 now. Maybe he can get a dunk. No, he's going to go to Howard. And that's a rare fast break for the Houston Rockets, but I think they ought to run more.
I just love what Tracy did there. He made the steal, led the break, made the pass to Juwan Howard. He did.
Number 2 in the league defensively, but they're dead last in the league in shooting. Pierce to the basket. Got it. Plus the foul. He's relentless. Sometimes, you know, some players who have a knack of getting to the basket, Clyde, there's no way you can stop them.
No, I agree. Paul is averaging over 27 points a game, Bill. And when you average that many points, you're not sneaking upon anyone. They know you're going to be very aggressive night in and night out. It's still very, very difficult for teams to stop you.
You know, when you wanted to go to the basket, nobody could stop you. You put the head down, you'd go. Michael was the same way. Once you look at the basket, they just can't stop you, and Pierce has a lot of that.
If you
To a 3-second defensive violation. Oh, alley-oop. Tracy McGrady.
The old lock and lob. I'm surprised they don't do more of that with Tracy McGrady, post as well as get the alley-oop.
Don't come out to guard. The opposing center wants a good 18-foot shooter. And in. Jefferson has it knocked away by McGrady. Luther Head now in the game. Brings it up to Houston. Head gives it up to McGrady. T-Mac goes right around Reed. Baseline. Giving it up now to Stromile Swift. He's trapped underneath. In the corner, wide open, Luther Head. There's the guy to give it to. When you're shooting just under 50% from the three-point line, give it to him. And Luther now 29 of 62 for 47%.
And that is phenomenal for a rookie coming into this league. Move ahead on the pass from Tracy McGrady. Nothing but string, Bill. Look at that. Just beautiful.
And see what all McGrady is doing so far. We're not talking he's 2 for 5 from the field, but so what? He's got 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He's knocked 3 balls away from the Celtics. And guys. All right, Yao giving it up to T-Mac. There you are. That's what you want him to do more of. Good pass from Yao Ming.
That is awesome.
Coming off that left foot injury, now he has the calf strain, and he is done for the evening, Bill.
Boy, that's too bad. There's a block shot by McGrady and a foul called on Tracy. He doesn't like it. McGrady told me that he worked out harder this summer than he ever has in his whole life, and he got hurt in preseason. Barry told me that he stayed here in Houston and worked out harder than he ever worked out, and he's falling apart. What's the deal, Clyde?
I guarantee you I won't be working out anytime soon.
Oh, are you working out?
Great game nonetheless.
McGrady goes to the basket and puts it up with the left hand. Tracy McGrady on the drive. He has 10 points. Yao Ming has 6. 32-27, Rockets lead. 6.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Ricky Davis cut off at the baseline. Good defense. One extra pass. Delonte West from the corner rims it out. And McGrady kept it alive so that Juwan Howard could give it back to him. McGrady takes it inside. There's more bounce in his step, Clyde. He was dead the last game, but he looks like he's feeling a lot better tonight.
He's getting a little elevation, Bill. He looks like the old T-Mac.
That's a clumsy bear. There's T-Mac putting it up and in. So T-Mac looks like T-Mac tonight.
They're making shots, but they're executing extremely well, especially on the low post. McGrady looks good. He's got that extra little bounce.
Yeah.
And, of course, when you get easy buckets like that, it really helps. But here he is finishing strong with the left hand. I tell you what, here's the jump hook. He's working on a full repertoire of moves, Bill. And I like the confidence.
Wesley turns the corner. He wasn't looking for a shot then, but Brady steps back, fires, hits. Boy, that's a signature move. You can't block it. He's 6'8", and he steps back. It's hard to block. Back outside. Good defense by Houston. Right on the ball. And offensive foul is called. Good defense by T-Mac. Paul Pierce tried one of those 360 moves. He only got to about 180.
And that's foul number 4 on Pierce.
Yeah, that's the 4th foul on Ricky. Good position by T-Mac. Nowhere for Pierce to go.
A great job of getting to a spot, beating him to a spot. Solid defense by Tracy McGrady.
Well,
he's a hustler.
McGrady hides behind Yao Ming and hits. Boy, Yao set a pick and blocked out the sun.
Nico and I were both offensive players who could play defense.
Yeah.
We had too much to do to just shut people out every game.
That's a nice way of saying we were 2 Hall of Famers. Finally, a late whistle. They figured out why McGrady's jump shot came up 10 feet short. They've won 6 state titles, so they've been there so many times. There's T-Mac taking it in. Another reverse offense. Yao Ming getting the assist.
That's very 3,000 yards in a season.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
All right, T-Mac backing it in on Davis. Bumps him off. Got it. That's a tricky little move, and all the great ones have it. You know, you lose your dribble. That's the way to get the shot off. You just bump your defense.
The offensive foul.
They had a triple team then on McGrady. McGrady's got to rise up. He's the only one doing it. They had a triple team, and Pierce went away. There was a double team, and he was able to raise up and hit the shot anyway. 28 points for Tracy McGrady. Who do you call? T-Mac. Pierce. He's attracting a lot of attention too, and Tracy McGrady picks up his 4th foul of the game. So it's a hard play game, a lot of physical play, and McGrady saving the day. They're going to have to put it in Pierce's hands. He goes baseline. Boy, look at the Rockets swarming all over Paul Pierce.
The Rockets' defense has been stellar. They've taken Paul Pierce and Ricky Davis right out of this game.
Number 1. Tracy McGrady with 30 points. He's back. Thank heavens. The Rockets love it. Doc Rivers doesn't as he calls a timeout. Defense for Houston tonight. This is as good a defense as I've seen the Rockets play.
Much needed.
Boy, Ryan Bowen just covered up Ricky Davis. Look at Pierce. That's all he can get, and he made it anyway. Paul Pierce steps back and hits a hard three with McGrady right in his face. Rebound. Paul Pierce just really has been frustrated all night. The foul was called on Yao Ming. That's his 4th foul of the game. Pierce is 3 for 9. Ricky Davis 4 for 11. Signature group player of the game, Tracy McGrady, 12 of 18 from the field. 30 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds.
And just a wonderful effort from start to finish on both ends of the court, Bill.
And the primary defender of Paul Pierce tonight.
That's a recurring theme.
Yeah. No, great pass to Bowen. He missed a shot. Look who's there to clean it up. Number 1. Usually you get a lot of assists, but they've been covered up by the Rockets defense tonight.
Wonderful job by the Rockets.
Look at that move by Tracy all the way to the basket. Wow, he went through a double team.
Great spin by T-Mac, goes to the basket. Oh, and he finishes so strong, Bill.
He just goes right up that escalator. And it's paid off with a victory. T-Mac with 35 points to lead the way for Houston. The Celtics with only 73. The Rockets with 91. Our next